We go Jordan. Good morning.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Good, man. So this was a Bumble date. What happened?
Yeah, so I met up with this girl on Bumble. We went out to a really nice restaurant out in D.C., and on her profile, it said that she was an animal lover, which I kind of like because, I have animals also.
Sure.
But when she showed up to the date, she kind of came in with, looked like a duffel bag, maybe like an oversized purse.
Okay.
And then I started to notice that she was reaching in her bag after she was eating her food.
Sure.
Turns out that this lady brought her pet ferret on a date and was sneaking the ferret's food while we were on a date.
Sure.
Oh my God.
Now, did you ask her, Jordan, hey, what are you doing? Or she just go, oh, this is Billy?
No. Like I asked her what she was doing initially at first, and then she said nothing, and then she did it 2 more times.
Yeah.
I'm like, for real, what is in your bag?
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, it's just my pet ferret. I'm like, are you joking? And she's like, no. I'm like, why did you bring your ferret on a date? And she was like, I love my animals. I don't leave them at home.
That's fair.
What?
Now let me ask you this, Jordan. Was she because a certain level of hotness to crazy for everybody, guys and gals, was she at the level where you could have overlooked it? Like, you want to know what? It's a little bit different, but she is.
Yeah.
I like
Beautiful,
that
but then there was a couple red flags that kind of popped up, and I'm like, I'm not
Wait,
trying to get
no,
killed
wait,
tonight.
Probably not the
Jordan,
ferret in a
yeah.
restaurant.
Jordan, aside from the ferret in the bag, what was the red flag that popped up?
Well, just that she literally kept talking about animals the entire time. Not the date, not how nice the restaurant was, the quality of the food.
Sure.
She was talking about her animals the entire time, showing me pictures
Maybe
the
she was
entire time.
nervous.
But Jordan, let me ask: did you guys hook up?
No,
Damn.
absolutely not.
All right, ferret
Okay.
might be there too. All right, Jordan, 1 second, you're in the running. That's gonna be tough to top,
Yeah.
tough to top as well. There we go. Let me go, Steven, good morning.
Okay, come on. Good morning.
Hey, hey, man, are you busy right now? Did we catch you at a bad time?
No. Now's a good time. I was just letting my kids out.
Oh, yeah. Get them kids out of the car, bro.
Have a
All
good day at school.
This was an ex-girlfriend, Steven. What happened?
So I met her on Bumble. Okay. She said, hey, we should meet up. We talked on the phone for actually 3 months before we met
Oh, wow.
in person.
Okay.
So sleeping on the phone, it was, you hang up, I hang up, whatever the case may be.
Steven.
We literally would wake up in the morning to one another and still be on the phone throughout the day at work,
You
right?
simp, Steven. Steven, you simp.
So when we finally decided to meet up, she said, I wanted to be special, because you've been very patient with me and my schedule. So she wanted to go somewhere, I guess, fancy. So I put on the 3-piece, got all, dressed up and everything. And
man.
I picked her up. And when I got to her apartment, she said, no, I'll drive. I was like, wow, this is the first, So she decided to drive, and we ended up at a funeral.
What? What?
On accident or planned?
Yep. I don't know, because we were talking about going out just for drinks or food, and for some reason she got a phone call and she looked at me and she was like, we're doing this. And I didn't know what that meant.
What?
I was just like, yeah, we are. Yeah, we're doing this. So
We are, girl. All right.
Yep. So we ended up at a funeral. That's the first time I met her mom. Her dad was there.
Wait,
It
who?
was awkward.
Wait, the
It was-
first time, so there was another time you met them?
But Steven, who died?
Her grandmother.
And she just forgot the funeral until that
I
moment?
don't think she forgot. I think that she just didn't want to go, and we were just dressed for the occasion, and we ended up there.
Oh,
And I didn't even know. She didn't say, hey, we're going to go here. There was no preparation. There wasn't anything.
And so
It was just,
how long did you guys date for?
that was it.
Oh,
My man.
okay.
All right. Okay.
Wow.
Steven, 1 second. You're in the running.
That's-
I may have lied. That's going to be
Yeah,
tough to
that's
top.
wild. Okay.
Bring me to a funeral? Dude, I do not want to be
It's not like
somebody's
she
date to a funeral.
I would hope you didn't forget your grandma's funeral.
Well, it sounds like that's what happened. Let me go. Fake name Steve, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, you're on a date. What happened, my friend?
So I have a first date with this guy, and I'm not going to say the restaurant name just for their sake.
Okay.
We had a good conversation, then our food came out. I'm a picky eater, so it's hard to pick what I want to eat, especially when I go out. So I didn't like the flavor, so I told the server, I asked them if he could take it off, but the place that we were at, they said that they wouldn't take it off. I would have to pay for two of whatever they made.
Sure.
So my date was visibly angry. Like, I could tell he was, like, angry at the fact that the server was telling me that.
Yep.
When the server had came back to our table, he flipped the plate of new food out of the server's hand.
Oh.
He said, he flipped up his hand and said, oops, like he was
Oh, God.
an accident. I was kind of like, oh my gosh, who am I out with?
Yeah.
Then he started taking the napkins for our silverware. He threw them at the server
Oh, hell no.
with the literal bread that we had on the
Not the bread,
table.
fake name Steve.
Oh my, that's like,
Yes.
is that? I feel like that's assault. Like if you're throwing things at somebody.
No, it's wheat.
Basically, it was a big scene. He drew the biggest scene I have ever seen out in public myself. The manager, of course, told him we needed to leave, and he kind of kept going back and forth.
Sure.
At this point, two officers did walk in, and we had to stand outside.
Yeah.
I had to give my side of the story.
Yeah.
And since I didn't want him to drive me home and know where I lived,
Yeah.
I had an officer drive me home,
Yeah.
which was a 30-minute ride back.
Look at that.
My
Now,
God.
fake name Steve, was the officer at least cute?
No, I'm not into police officers.
Got you.
Okay.
Were you in the front or back seat of the car?
The front.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Oh,
That's
that's
pretty
good.
sick. All right, fake name Steve, 1 second, you're in the running. That's kind of sick. Dude, to be in
Yeah.
the front seat of a cop car, I would do a ride along.
Yeah, but after like that
Well,
traumatizing
yeah, that part
experience,
for sure, absolutely. But
I
I'm just
don't
saying in
know.
general, I just want to push buttons. Fake name Claire, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, girl, weird date. What happened?
I actually matched with somebody on a dating website, and we didn't get to meet until I responded to his car accident as an EMT, and he was in the car with his fiance.
Wait,
Oh.
what? So, wait, okay, so fake name Claire, you guys matched on like Bumble or whatever. You were talking for whatever, and then you happen to be at work, and like as if the Lord was like, hey, girl, no. He got in a car accident, and you happen to be the one to respond.
Yep.
Did he
my
recognize you
God.
right away? Did you say anything to him?
Yep, we recognized each other, and I was very embarrassed for him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be. I'd be like, this guy sucks.
Yeah. So,
Like-
did he ever reach out afterwards, like, hey, here's what happened, or no?
Yeah, but that never transpired. Nothing happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fake name Claire. 1 second. You're in the running. I mean,
Ew.
if that's not proof, there's something controlling this whole thing.
Yeah.
What are the odds of that happening? Oh, my God. Fake name Aaron. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. On behalf of men, I want to pre-apologize. What happened with your date, girl?
We were on our first date, and he took his shoes and socks off, put his feet in my lap, and wanted me to massage his feet at this restaurant.
Ew.
Mm-hmm. Now, was there a conversation brought up beforehand? Because pulling the dogs out and then putting them in your lap, that's a bold move, just unprompted.
Nope, it was completely his decision, and we have not had any discussion about it.
That is
Okay.
so foul.
Please.
And I hate feet.
Yeah.
That was the last date, hopefully?
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of those things where he's probably done it before. Like, that's got to be...
But I can't imagine anyone's been like, oh, sure.
Yeah,
Let me just.
no, that's... Okay,
What?
fake name Aaron, 1 second, you're in the running. This is just a reminder to everybody that dating is bad.
Yeah, it's.
That is
The
not
bar
great.
is so low, even, and it's still so bad.
Let me go. Hold on. Tara, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so you were on a date with a guy, and he brought who with him?
Baby
No,
mother.
hold
Oh, no,
on,
no,
hold
wait.
on, Tara, can't say that word. He brought his flippin' baby mama.
He brought his baby mama.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
I met him. I met him on POF. He took me to this really nice steakhouse, and I saw this girl. That there was a table close by. This girl that kept looking over. I thought she was just nosy, but I wound up using the restroom at some point. Came back, saw him talking, and I was like, "Oh, do you know her? This is my baby mother. I asked her to come." I'm like, "What do you mean you asked her to come?" He said, "Yeah, it's really important that she knows who I'm dating."
Sure, absolutely.
A
Now,
first date?
did you know he had children
On a
prior to
first
this?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Was baby mama
But,
cool
I
with
mean-
it? Was she like, yeah, this is fine. That's what we do?
No, she was just kept giving me stink face. I left right after that. I didn't want no fight, no nothing.
Yeah.
No second date. I'm out.
Yeah, that's
That is so weird.
it's an odd thing to not bring up, especially for a first date. That's a weird.
You couldn't just like maybe see if
It's
like
weird
you
on
hit
any
it
date,
off.
unless
Yeah.
you're like all together.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. Okay, Tara, hold on 1 second. You're in the running.